Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, yeah, we ain't gonna have no long intro. Let's just go and get into this.
LiQWYD.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to our channel. I am Kourtney, and this is
Eddie.
Also known as
E-Dub. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
and we're married
to one another's.
Yes, country. All right, you guys. So this is your first time joining. Let me tell you what this channel is all about. This channel is about us. We do relationship topics, reviews, and right now we're doing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, which is in our home state. So if you hadn't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because you're gonna like it over here. I promise you. And if you're watching us via Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow so we can get the likes and the follows up the same. You guys, you kind of have to search for it. Don't know why it's like that, but it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. It's called Blaque in Business. So the whole majority of it is just kind of centered around them opening black cigar. Isn't that what it is? Black cigar? Blacks. All right, so it's starting out with the kids doing their photo shoot with Mel in their African attire. Now the little baby, Melania, I think that's her name. I think Melania, yeah, one of them M's. She is super cute, and she seems like she's super silly. So, but yeah, so they're getting ready to do their photo shoot, and I think Mel said this is the first time that Martell is not in it. So, because they're going through a divorce. So I think her name is little boss lady, the little baby, the little boss chick. So she was sitting in that chair. She said, "I'm the queen, honey. Y'all better go somewhere. Y'all not, I'm sitting here." I thought that was cute. So Destiny stops by, and her baby, and they are talking to Melanie. And so Melanie is basically just giving her a update on the situation and how her and Martell, kind of been going back and forth. And Destiny did make and you said this before, but Destiny did make the point that, the kids are gonna have to interact. She was talking about, Arionne being pregnant, and she was like, well, the kids are gonna probably have to interact with each other.
I told you.
And that the kids are gonna have to get to know their brother and sister.
Mel said, pump your brakes.
Yeah, she ain't ready for that.
She ain't ready for it. I told you. Well, she gonna look. I know the mama, Martell's mama, might have to look each kid as the same, but it's gonna be real hard for Mel to accept that child. It is, and it's gonna make it very awkward for the other kids.
Been there, done that. Okay.
This ain't about you once again. You not on the show. Continue with your reviews. Stay in your lane.
I've been there. I've done that. And some people say, yeah, they like when we share. So I've been there. I've done that. My previous marriage, and my goal was to allow the siblings, my children, to know their siblings. That's basically what it was. You be cordial and all that stuff, but make sure that the children know each other. But, Martell is in their life. I'm quite sure he's going to, co-mingle the children in together. So, yeah. So now let's move on to Dr. Francis and Martell. Ooh, child, this right here. So Dr. Francis was like, tried to reach out to you, and, no, I think Martell contacted Dr. Francis. When he tried to call him back, he was like, you didn't answer the phone. He said, yeah, because I really and truly didn't feel like you going hard on me on this. So it's therapy. He was going to tell you the truth. And Martell was saying that, because he knew he was going to be tearing him up. Martell was saying, they started talking about, he feels like he's pretty much about to cry. He's been crying because he messed this up. But did he not say to Dr. Francis that he messed it up?
Oh, yeah, he did.
But when he get in front of Mel, he be like, oh, both of us messed it up. Like, he just, oh my gosh, he's just doing too much. And then Dr. Francis was like, well, it's okay for men to cry. You knew that, babe?
Oh, man, let's keep it real, man. It ain't okay for the man to cry, man. You're a man. Men don't cry. Okay, women cry. Men don't cry. Rude 101.
Oh, he lying. He be
I
up
mean,
there talking,
men do not cry. Men do not show emotion. Men has to be strong.
Babe, tell the truth.
I'm for real. Me personally, I don't think men should cry.
Baby, are you telling the truth? Are you being honest?
Yeah, I'm being honest. Yeah, we do cry, yes, but I don't think we should
Why?
cry. I don't know. To me, it shows weakness, man. You know.
Wow, who am I married to?
I don't know, man. It does, you know.
Who taught you that?
I'm not saying this is the way I feel, you know. And a lot of people might disagree with me. That's fine.
Totally.
Okay,
I'm one.
yeah, we do cry. Should we cry? I don't think we should, especially in front of your woman.
I mean, that shows a level of vulnerability. Now, it's
Well,
what you're crying for. Now, if you sitting up there crying all the time, now you got some issues. And that's with anybody.
Yeah, but you can still show vulnerability. Vulnerability. Ooh, that word tears me up. I feel like crying now because I can't get the word out. Yeah, you can be vulnerable, but you don't have to cry. You don't have to cry to be vulnerable. You don't. You can show emotions, but you don't have to have tears streaming down your eyes to show you that you're vulnerable. Now, I don't agree with it.
Babe, if it's a time when, you know, and you know what, now that I think about it, you don't like to cry in front of me.
No.
And then you be like, for the
record, I don't cry. I just have bad allergies.
For the record, you have had moments when you had, you know, when the situation was going on. But anyway,
I just don't. It's just me.
And you don't like to cry in front of me. You don't, because you know.
To me, it shows weakness, man.
And then, but still, dude, anyway.
That's just my opinion. A lot of y'all might not like it. I don't care, but that's just my opinion.
All right, so anyway, Dr. Francis said it's okay for me to cry. That's what Dr. Francis said.
Yeah,
all right, so let's move on. What did you want in your marriage that you wasn't getting? That was what Dr. Francis asked him. And so he was like attention, affection, and one thing, she was slow on sex.
The main thing he wanted outside his marriage is a freak in the bed. Let's keep it real. That's it. A freak in the bed, a freak in the bed, a freak in the bed.
So they started talking about these oranges. You explain all that, honey.
Man, all he was saying, basically using oranges as a metaphor, saying, you know, the oranges at home wasn't that good like it used to be, so I went there, got some fresh, young oranges, and so he could squeeze on them and whatnot, and they was good, so he got used to those oranges out there, so he tried to go back home for those oranges. The old oranges was trying to outdo the new old oranges, but the old oranges came up short, so cause he got used to the new oranges, so he stayed with the new oranges. He couldn't help himself cause the new oranges was so enticing, so juicy, so he kept going back there, and that's why he's in this situation he's in now. The end. Can we wrap this up? That's it.
Okay, so he did say that his wife told him to choose, and he said he couldn't.
Now that shocked me.
Yeah,
that shocked me. When your wife come up to you and say, "It's either me or the other woman," and you in your front of your, I don't know if he was in her presence when he said this, but for you to tell your wife, "I can't choose. I don't know." Man, that's tough for your wife, man. That's real tough, man. And for Mel to keep giving him chances, man. Sometimes I gotta look at her sideways now. I'm like, why you keep giving him so many chances, you know? And that's why he kept doing it for 5 years. And every time you do something, I'll give you another chance. He gonna keep pushing the boundaries. And that's what he did until he got this girl pregnant.
And that's what Dr. Francis was saying, something about pregnancy. And he didn't answer the question, you know.
He pulled
and he said, you should go to Congress to be a politician because you did not answer my question.
He pulled the Clifford.
Who's Clifford?
Bells.
Bell Collective. You talking about Glenn. You talking about Glenn.
No, Clifford.
Who's Cliff?
Maria's husband.
That's not Maria's husband. His name is... Child, we on a different show. That man named Cliff. That is Latrice's husband, the older man. His name Cliff. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, so he said he did end up telling him that he got the girl pregnant.
I got a baby on the way. My confession, and And I don't know how to tell my wife, but ooh.
And so he, pretty much told him, said, well, listen, man, you just pretty much have to man up. It doesn't make you a bad person, I think, so to speak. Because that happened, you just got to make sure that you be there for your children because they're going to be looking up to you.
Yeah. Dr. What's his
Francis.
name? Dr. Francis said a mouthful. Yeah, you made a mistake. You got caught. But that doesn't mean you got to throw your whole life away.
Right.
You got the kid. Your kids going to be looking up to you. Just set a good example for your kids so they can look at you as a good father. And you're just going to have to work with that because your marriage, that marriage is done. Yeah. The marriage is gone. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to savage the rest of your life. So that's what he has to do now. And I wish the brother does, man. Because Martell, overall, he's not a bad guy. He makes some bad decisions, yes. You know what I'm saying? And he lashes out, when he get pinned in the corner. But overall, he's not a bad guy.
From what we can see now. Remember this TV?
Yeah, from what we can see, man. But, he got some growing up to do, man.
So, Martell talks about... No, Arionne calls. They had a part in there where they were getting ready for Blaque, but then Arionne calls because I think at that point I think Martell was going to Blaque for them.
He was going to Blaque.
Yeah, for the soft opening.
He called her, and
I thought she called him, but anyway, however it went.
I thought he called her.
Okay. Yeah. And he was letting her know, I just went and talked to Dr. Francis and stuff. She was like, "You didn't call me another peasant, did you?" He was like, "No, I didn't." And Martell said that started talking to us and made the statement that if this child is mine, she was like, hold up, wait a minute, you never questioned the pregnancy. What you mean if this child is yours? This is yours. He said, I'm just saying, she said, so you want to get a DNA test? He was like, yeah, I want to do that and stuff. So she was like, wow, I can't believe you saying that. So
man, I don't blame Martell. I get a DNA test too. I'm not with you 24/7. If I creep around, if I can creep around you as a side chick, you can still be a side chick with another dude.
That's true.
So I don't know.
And then I noticed that she kind of talked like Mel a little bit.
She sounds young to me.
She's young. But and you was noticing that his tone,
his demeanor changes when he talks to her. He has a more softer tone when he talks to her. Yeah. With Mel, he's more aggressive. He's more snappy, more petty.
Yeah.
The pettiness goes up like to a level 10.
So Martell did say that that Arionne has been loyal to him. So.
Ooh, see, you gotta look at the words now. Now, I understand a woman being submissive, okay, but a woman still have her own voice. But when you said, man, my woman been loyal to me, it kind of, in a way, demeaned her a little bit.
Yeah, because she was a side chick.
Yeah, but not just that. It's like, just that word, you're gonna be loyal to me. It's like you're gonna be beneath me. You got to worship what I do or do what I tell you to do.
To me, it sounds so. It sounded bad because she was a side chick. Like, oh yeah,
and she young on top of that.
I was married. I had a wife, but I had a side chick that was loyal to me. So wow, oh my goodness, it make her look bad. Well, she already looked bad because of what she was, but this part really made her look bad.
Like I said, I don't know how young this chick is. I don't know. I know she's young, but how old is she? Like early 20s, something like that.
Late 20s, early 30s.
That's not young.
I don't know, late 20s. I don't know, child.
30 years old is not young. Shoot.
But anyway, go ahead, baby.
Forward. That's all I gotta say.
So let's move on to Martell goes into Blaque, and he pretty much apologized, to them, and pretty much apologized to LaTisha because how he spoke to Miss Wanda. He was like, I understand, Miss Wanda is, because they were talking about their mom and how Martell's mom is so sweet, and Tisha was like, she was like, hey baby, she said no matter what, but he did apologize for how he spoke to Miss Wanda last time. So
well, in the way dealing with Miss Wanda, you kind of forget that she is a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? The way she acts. But Martell's right. Even though she's Miss Wanda, the way she is, you still gotta respect her as being a parent. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's somebody else's mom. That's LaTisha's mom. That's your friend mom. You gotta respect that.
So Marceau did say that because Teacher was like, well, you know, Marcel was apologizing and stuff like that. And Marcel was like, well, you know, the best apology is change behavior.
Man,
so
that's true. You know, you can apologize all day long. It's got the way. It's your actions.
yeah.
Like if you owe me money and I'm waiting for you to pay me my money back, but you out there buying brand new shoes and still ain't paying my money back, that action shows me not to loan you up but no more money.
All right. I don't know who that was for. All right, so let's move on to where Chris and Miss Nell came in, and
oh, little poor guy's lady.
Yeah,
This house needs to be clean.
And so they all, you know, hugged and everything, and you know, greeted each other. And so she did make the statement like, you know, Martell, you was acting up in my house. And so he was like, well, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just telling my truth. And he go teaching, well, if he telling his truth, I was like, girl, please stay out of it because you're being petty at that moment.
Yeah, she was being petty. She was stirring the pot with that.
Yeah.
If you gotta tell the truth, tell the truth. Like, she wants to hear what else went on, basically.
Or she just glad that Martell got on me.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's right. Exactly.
Tell your truth, honey. Tell it.
That's right. If I can't get on, you get on the fubbing. You know. So yeah. You're right.
So Mel showed up, and she showed up with her brother Marcus. She did come to the soft opening and everything, and you know, she said she really didn't want to because she knew that Martell would be there, but you know, she came anyway to show her support. And you know, she did greet. She was like, "Hey, Martell," and he patted her on the back when she walked by, or something like that. I don't know if you paid this attention. So yeah, Jalen is the general manager, and he's excited about that. You know, I know a lot of people, different people on other YouTubers, they did clown Jalen for being the general manager and think that Marcel made a horrible decision in that. But you know, I guess we'll see. You know,
well, Marcel. I don't know. He's taking a chance on Jalen, and I don't know. I think it's gonna pay off. You know, when you first start off, I can see Jalen has a lot of energy. He wants to succeed. He wants to make Marcel proud, and I think he will go above and beyond to make sure Blacks become successful. I really think that. You know, I think he has that in him. So yeah.
All right. So let's move on to where Tisha wanted to talk to Mel and pretty much go over the last time at the event and just let her know that
the same old tired apology.
Yeah, but she said, you know, I was wrong for what I said. You was sharing your truth, and I was wrong for, you know, expressing. I just want to get past this. I want to leave the past in the past and move forward. So on that note, I want to apologize to you. And Mel was like, well, what made you come to this conclusion? Well, I thought about it. That's what she said.
And what we do?
We looked at each other. Girl, you thought about it. Did your husband tell you and called you out on it? And that's what made you think about it. Because I'm sure you thought you was all the way right until he talked to you.
Yeah.
That was so crazy.
Yeah, she always come up with that same old apology. She needs, what's her name, LaTisha needs to take her husband's advice and have her action speak louder than words. Okay, you know. So yeah, she needs to do the same thing Marcel said Martell needs to do by showing actions about the apologies. You know, I can apologize all day long. Don't mean it, but it's about your actions.
And so Mel was in her confession. She was like, "Oh, here we go again." So we're gonna see if she was sincere about it because you know I really and truly, you know, she really don't. She just gonna have to see for herself.
Yeah, I got too much going on. You worry about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So the big reveal happened, and that was the excitement about it. So they went outside to see what was taking place, and actually it was a uncovering of the Scotch generation that was attached to the building, like a mirror.
Right, mirror. Yeah.
Mirror. Of all the sons of the Scotts. Now, Mel and Destiny was like, well, where the baby girl at? Why she ain't up there? You know, stuff. And Mel was like, well, you know, he is sexist, so, you know.
Marcel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he is, but in this case, you know, only the sons can keep that name going
Yeah.
for generations and generations. You know, because once, like you said earlier, once that daughter get married, she loses that name,
change.
or it be a hyphen. You know,
Right.
it's not gonna be the same.
So, Mel was saying something, y'all, and I don't know if y'all caught it, but if y'all did, drop it down there. So the cameras wasn't actually around her to pick up, but Marcel came over there and Destiny hugged and Mel hugged, and so it was some that was said before you get started, I'm gonna let you know da 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 da. So I don't know.
Oh, well, Marcel over there
Yeah.
I wonder has he met Mel's brother?
Well, I don't know because his brother was somewhere else.
Wasn't that her brother there? And she would tell Marcel, before y'all get started, this is my brother.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm starting to think now, because she thought Marcel was gonna get petty when he saw.
But
her brother.
he was at the Halloween party.
But he wasn't there alone.
Huh?
He wasn't there alone.
Well, I don't know.
Well, somebody to come in and explain it to us.
Yeah, they said they've been knowing each other for 13 years, been around each other.
That's Martell and the brother.
Yeah, but he ain't came around.
He probably not.
Anyway, so
we're gonna agree to disagree, just like Marcel and Tish.
So Marcus wants to talk to Martell, and Marcus is sitting down with him. And first he said, I want to just, he didn't really say apologize, but I just want to clarify. Last time we had a conversation, I just kind of wanted to let you know what the kids was telling me, because I wanted you to know that what you and Mel are doing in front of the kids, and somehow it's affecting them. So just kind of watch your mannerism and your behavior. He said, I wasn't basically trying to call you a poor dad. And he was like, well, I think you was. That's the way I took it, because, you know, I'm a good dad, and I own that, and I stand strong in that, and I have pride in that. So, did you want to say something on that?
Oh no, I was just thinking. You know, to me, what's Mel brother's name? Marcus. Well, Marcus came to Martell at the Halloween party. He did come in hot.
Oh yeah, he did.
So his tone was real aggressive. So Martell did what any man should do. You know, you're gonna defend yourself. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm glad Marcus was trying to clear the air and explain to Martell that wasn't his intentions, and you know, but still, you know, that conversation tonight still kind of went left.
It did. And so he also said, you know I've been around you for like 13 years, and I've been around your husband and stuff, but you know, I think he was saying, I just don't want my children. Well, let me say what he was saying. I want my children to know the foundation of being a husband and a wife. I don't want my children to know the foundation of being husband and husband. And so he was like, well, you know, what are you saying? You know, basically, I think Marcus was getting in his feelings, saying, are you saying I'm a bad influence on your children? You know, I'm this, I'm that, you know, and I'm an upstanding citizen, you know, all that stuff. He said, I just want the foundation to be laid. At that point, Mel came in, and so she heard, and he explained, and he said, well, Martell, the foundation has already been laid. The kids know about being a husband and a wife, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm with Martell on this one here. You know, you do want your kids to understand it's a man or woman.
Not everybody, but Martell do. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody don't think the same.
Right.
You know, just because somebody chooses to live a lifestyle, that's their choice. And he's basically saying that's their choice. He don't want his kids to understand that their choice is acceptable for his children. So everybody different. You know, if you want to marry a husband, wife, whatever, that's on you. So he was saying that's not what he want his kids to do, and that's not the way he want to be,
right.
You know, his kids be brought up.
Right. You know, and like I said, if they choose to do that,
that's them.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hate you or dislike you, but I don't agree with that lifestyle. That's just, I'm just keeping it real. I don't agree with the lifestyle. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Right.
And it's all based on Martell trying to tell them, you know. And you know, because you want your kids to understand a man and woman, you know, supposed to be together, not you know, all this. And you know, now Marcus said he's like I said, upstanding citizen, you know, retired school teacher. Didn't know he was a preacher, you know. I didn't know that. So, but you know, because you are all that and you have all that going, that one thing people don't agree with, you know, it can kind of run the whole image of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might be good in everything else, but that one thing people like, it might look at you sideways,
Right.
and that's what basically Martell was doing. You know, yeah, you got all that going on, but this one thing here I don't agree with, so I don't want you to teach my kid that one thing.
Right.
So
yeah, and then too, you have to keep it in mind that we are in the Bible Belt. We are in Alabama, so you know where other people may be a little bit more freer, more liberal, and all that stuff. You know, hey, it is what it is down here, and he's staying in Atlanta, so he may be a little bit more freer there. You know, so
a little bit more free.
Well, a lot of bit more.
Yeah, a lot bit more.
So anyway, Martell at that point, when Mel and Martell started having a conversation, Mark was like, "Let me go, honey. Let me go."
He threw a ninja ball down, disappeared.
All you seen was the back of his head.
He said, "Poof!" Ninja ball. He disappeared. He was
like, I ain't
gone.
finna get in this no more. So at that moment, they started having a conversation, and it got a little bit heated, and it just it went left. It just every time Martell is involved, it goes left because all he does is gaslight her. All he does is try to get up under her skin and say certain stuff. So Martell was talking about they was having a conversation about just the past, you know what I'm saying? And she was saying, you know, well, it is your fault. And Martell was like, well, why is it my fault? Why if I would have been and got a divorce, you know what I'm saying? Why you keep saying it's my fault? You had something to do with it too. And she was like, no, it's all your fault. You know, if you wouldn't have been doing what you've been doing, we would have still been together. And he does not want to fully accept that in front of her. You know what I'm saying? It's like he losing some if he feel like he losing if he let that be known. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Martell, you're right. He's gaslighting. He's gaslighting. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. It's been a long day. He's gaslighting Mel, and he's telling Mel all this sweet sounding stuff about, you know, he still love, which he does. He still loves Mel. He's still in love with Mel. But Martell wants his cake and ice cream too. You know, he can't have it both. And as he was saying this to Mel, he was telling her, you know, how, you know, pretty she is and how,
I love you, I miss you.
I miss you, this and that. As he was telling her this, you can see in Mel's eyes that it was getting to her. You know, it was breaking her heart.
She said, you never told me this.
Yeah. And like I said, me personally, when this show first started, I was never a big Mel fan. But the last 2 or 3 episodes, I sympathized with Mel. And, you know, it breaks my heart to see a family like that get ripped apart because one person is selfish. Right. Now, he probably said, well, she did it too. She did it. I'm not the only one did it. That doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You and that got a baby on it. And I still think, you know, Mel loves Martell.
Right.
And she's, you know, it still hurts her. And, you know, then what really kicked it off for me, which really kind of blew my mind when he called her
a whore.
Yeah, called her a whore. I said, how can you call the mother of your kids something like that? Right. You know, especially on national TV.
Right.
And it's just like, I know he gets frustrated. I know he gets mad, but some things you don't say. Right. You know, and
crossing the line.
Yeah, he crossed the line with that.
Yeah, because he's saying all this stuff, you know, I miss us being, you know, saying all the right things, you know, and at that point, Mel started tearing up, you know, because, you know, she probably felt the same way. He was like, you know, we was everything was right. You know what I'm saying? They was building their empire, their children, everything was right. And of course he messed it up. He kept going back to them oranges. He couldn't just let loose of. And Mel said, well, you know what, everything sounds good, but, you know, one thing about you, Martell, you didn't value your family, you didn't respect me, you didn't value any of that. And she said something that got up under his skin. She was like, so when you gonna sign them papers? Because my attorney said you don't even have an attorney no more. You dropped your attorney. And at that point,
he told her shut up.
He said, shut up. It's like he said something a little different. She said, shut up. I'm not shutting up. I'm not shutting no more up. But she said a cuss word in there. No more of them. You you don't have that right to tell me no more of them. And so And it just got heated. It really and truly got heated. And at that point, you know, he called her, you know, out her name, and
he just got up and walked off.
Yeah, he got up and walked off.
And which I think it was probably for the better for him to
Yeah.
get up and walk off because it was getting heated. But the question to me, I don't know how the side chick look on. I don't know who she is, but is it worth losing a bucket, a bunch of oranges on over here for some tangerines? You see what I'm saying? You know, you got oranges here, man. You know, but you messing up because you gonna go mess with these tangerines. You know, is it worth it, man?
Right.
And you just feel like I just feel like he's, like I said, to me, they made a power couple. You know what I'm saying? And they had everything going for them. You know, lovely family, lovely kids, lovely friends. You know what I'm saying? And it's because somebody just got selfish and want
selfish.
Get their swerve on.
And she said one thing about it: you continue to sleep with the person that I call the enemy, and now you having a baby on me, a baby out of that, and I just can't do that. So she said I just can't move forward with that.
I don't see why Mel called her the enemy. The enemy is the person right in front of them. That's the Martell, because he the one sleeping with her. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, the side chick might know he's married, but Martell still pursues her.
Right. Yeah. And so anyway, at that point, you know, she was just like, sign the papers. Sign the papers. That was so fun the way she said it.
Yeah, I guarantee you next week she's going to have some t-shirts that said, sign the papers.
I know that's right. Y'all know she about her coins.
Now, if you get that t-shirt and you get it off the show, I want my doggone my papers now.
So Mel was crying, and at that moment, you know, Destiny came out, and you know, I'm quite sure the producer was like, tell Destiny to come on out. So she came, hey, what's going on? And she was like, well, why are you crying? You know, what's going on? And she explained to her how he just, you know, basically gaslighting her. He wants his cake and eat it too. You know, he wants to be single and married. You know,
at first he wanted to be single and married. Now he want to be married and divorced.
Yeah. So, you know, so she was just like, I just want him to sign the papers. I want to be done with this. She said, I want my peace, girl. I know that's right, honey. I was right there with you, honey. I was the same way. She said, I wanted my peace. This is not about you. She said,
there you go again. Talking about you. We ain't about you. You.
And so she said, I wanted my peace.
No, she said, I mean to cut you off. She said, if I could, I'll take my kids and move away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And child, your peace is everything. Let me tell you something.
It is, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. So anyway, at that moment, I don't know what moment when they walked out, but
that's what I meant. You was right, and I wish you had saw it, because when they walked in, it was like they was shocked to see Mel crying.
Oh really?
Yeah, you know, Kim and LaTisha, and like when they kind of stood back, said, "What's going on?" They were kind of shocked. They were kind of like, then that's when they sat down and started talking.
Yeah.
And you know, that's when Mel was explaining to him what happened, and that's when Mel said, "Yeah, he had a baby on me." And what LaTisha say? LaTisha, yeah.
What she said? Really?
Wow.
Is that true?
Go ahead. Cause I know that kind of irritated you, but go ahead.
Well, the part where she, in her confession, she was like, well, Mel is my sister, and my sister is hurting. I want to be there for her. I was like, girl, she was just your enemy. Like, what? 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, she was.
I mean, I understand it. I want to give Tisha the benefit of the doubt, but I think that I want to call what she called Mel last time. I think it was just bull crap, because I think that, you know, she want to be getting back into that place, but you know how sometimes people revel in your downfall or you're going through, and I just don't, I want to believe it was sincere, but I just don't believe it was 100% sincere, because I think she still got some ill feelings for what Mel said, and so now she's saying, oh girl, I'm so sorry, because you out here saying, because people call you a slut. Well, you know he called me what? That's what he said. What, girl?
So are you gonna give her benefit of the doubt, or you're not gonna give her benefit of the doubt?
No, 50-50.
I'm not gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, because in a way, I kind of read LaTisha's body language, I felt like she was like saying on the outside, I can't believe it, I'm sorry for you. But on the inside of her, she probably saying, wow, good. See, this what happened when you crossed me. So that's the body language I picked up from her. You know, I could be wrong, but that's how I felt when I saw her body language.
Yeah. And so Kim was like, you know, one thing about I'm sorry, I don't wish y'all to go through because Mel said, Kim, I know you're a good guy, but your good guy ain't bleep. So, you know, and the ladies was there for her. That's all I can say. You know, she needed that. She didn't need no fussing, no fighting, no arguing. Like Marceau told his wife that Mel got a lot going on right now, and you could just offer a hug and just move forward. So, you know, they were able to take pictures and, you know, just...
Yeah, it was, you know, that last scene of them taking pictures, I thought it was cool, neat. And like you said, Mel needed that. And like I said, Mel is a strong woman.
Really is.
She would get over this. And Martell,
he showed his butt.
He did. He did. And I think when he looks back, he's going to learn a lot from his mistakes.
I hope so.
And he's going to learn a lot from this experience. And I think he's a smart guy. I think he'll learn from this, from this and move forward. Main thing is be there for the kids.
Yeah.
Be there for the kids because it's gonna be tough, especially the outside baby.
It really is.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to be there for them.
And next week, I guess just to give us a little bit more, they're gonna do some behind the scenes, which I thought that was good. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes next week. So on that note, I think that's all I got. What about you, babe?
That's it.
All right. So you guys, if you're not a member, go ahead and think about joining and becoming a member so you can get our special emojis. I don't know if y'all seen those special emojis on our community tab, but they are so cute. So I like them, yeah. And we're going to have more out there. And of course, we're just building our tiers slowly, but we're going to continue to have more perks for you guys as members. And don't forget to go to kourtneyandeddie.com to pick up your tees because I have some more things that are coming out there.
And I said I'm gonna get this person no energy, but one more thing. And that person that keep disliking our videos as soon as they go up, go to our store, buy some merchandise, make it worth your while. Spend $20 and $30. Buy a hat. Buy the hat, tear it up. Don't matter. Just buy the hat.
On that note, you guys, we are going to head and get out of here. I didn't say that right, but you didn't catch that. So we are going to go ahead and...
Whoa. What'd she say? What'd you say?
I just kind of meshed all of it together. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. What you mean what I said?
Ooh, country.
All right, you guys. We'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. Deuces.